just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
And the tip control by T-Record.
Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker, and that winds up well beyond the hole.
Very often in international competition, but that's what the U.S. is doing today. Beat flush inside. And the three, rebounded by Ingram. That this good, he can rebound and bring it all the way. How about that big turn? Send it in. Good D here taking away that entry pass up the rim. Finds the open man, and the three can Spain the early lead.
Yeah, no mistaking that one. That is a good par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is. Standing here on the fourth tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really, that bends to the right. To this hole, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
Jackson, good rebound and finish. Well, these hardball spots, they don't mind switching the length of challenge shots like that one.
This one starting a little bit left.
Nice.
That, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway.
Around that rim. But his threes is a strong screener, good post moves. Reeves each of the camps together and was it like a big-time draft pick? And a finish. Started off with Wichita State to Reeves, then on to Oklahoma. Pass ahead, the United States turns it back over to Spain.
What?
That one straight down into the heavy rough.
Good finish by Jared Jackson. Quick hitters down too.
Stay big and sleep better with a new mattress for Raymore and Flanagan. Get matched with the right mattress from our huge selection of
Bro, I'm so sick of this golf, bro. For par.
This course really demands every shot in the bag. It's a great little short shot. It's going to be needed today.
Diaz on the floor now. Back up to guard. And the three in the corner gives Spain the advantage.
Good cut there. It's a 45 here at the par 4. That's going to drop him back to 4 under par. Frank, it's kind of fun to swing away on an elevated tee like this here at Chambers Bay.
It looks straight away. It certainly does. And under 500 yards, I think it gives you a chance, plus that elevation. You should be able to knock one down. The whole pinch is in, though, with those bunkers left and right. And there's just one bunker in the front of this green. And that, as you can hear, should be hard.
Be careful. They call this hole three-foot.
135 yards left to the flag, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
That's a shot, another breeze. He can shoot it. Rick Carlisle. For Tyrese Halliburton. They throw it on the two-man step. 38-year-old veteran on the national team since 04. Had to shoot quick. Rebound for Carroll.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make these.
Cam Johnson's three will fall. The U.S. back up. Good ball movement. Back to work. He gave Juan Nunez all kinds of problems to start this game.
Race the coach from the previous show, but no dice there.
Really good basketball. Brunson McChandler.
And Spain playing good.
Cam Johnson to finish. Heating up from outside. He's in his last two.
Shoot it.
Rudy Fernandez.
That one finished off. It is apart here at 5, and he'll remain at 4 under. Right now at the 6th, this appears to be a testing par 4 long one.
It is, once again, generous fairway. Just use those mounds going left as an indicator on your line. Hole bends a little bit to the right. Good tee shot, though. And everything is in front of you.
No issues here. That is into the fairway.
In the middle, good passer as well. Pretty good D though.
Now the approach shot here at the 6th at Chambers Bay, and what's the key, Frank?
Well, this is I think it's a fun second shot, which too often people just look at the yardage and they blaze away. But really, if you wanted to play this hole as the Scots want to play the game, then when the pin's at the back, you get a low running shot that bisects those two bunkers.
I've never heard you say Belmont. Usually it's Belmont. Hit for Lamar. Rebounded by Edwards. All the way to the rim. Miguel Bridges with the finger roll.
When an impatient driver chooses to ignore the safety rule and hits people in the crosswalk.
And that, not really the best of chips right there.
I was expecting something sort of tap-in range, but that is anything but.
Amazing. That's how much he loves the game. And his bride, too. Water on the baseline. Nice shot from Brazil. He needs 3. A little strong. Tap out, though. And a second chance for the United States.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And he'll stay right where he is.
This is called humpback, and you can see why there's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at the screen. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill.
Bridges and a noble connection. Runs into Bridges for 3. Trail 3.
Walking the course today, let's bring in Notah Begay the third.
He's got 154 yards to the hole, standing on even par, looking to go under for the day.
Miguel Bridges and a noble connection. Runs into Bridges for 3.
Good shot.
Yes, back out on the floor. And the zone run out of bounds. Nice trap.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
This one's going to require some pace back up the hill for a birdie. Get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll move now to 5 under par. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there and you'll realize it's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the play. So use that to your advantage.
USA coaching staff not in Spain this weekend because of that rain. We did it all. They could there for that offensive rebound and a putback. And Spain within 3 as a greatest.
Now that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough fairway. I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine.
Made sure he got every bit of that three-wood, trying to get home with his par 5 in 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie.
Trying to take over, and he's got 2 more. And he can.
Wow.
Well, safely on, but that's going to be a long way away. Going to have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill.
His way in, puts it back out in Spain, scrambling. He's still 7 to shoot. The 3. Hustling and scrapping. Johnson trying to get the U.S. on track and does for 3. They do have some answers from Richards.
This from 7 feet.
This is my comeback. Start yours at PurdueGlobal.edu.
Get up.
Didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left.
Dang, Moguda.
That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And that won't help the cause one bit. Rounding up the front side here at Chambers Bay with a par 3, the 9th.
The tee is nearly 100 feet above the level of the green, so you can see everything. This is one of the best views on the golf course. A fairly lengthy par 3. Obviously it's stout, just over 200 yards, but you can see the green off that elevated tee, and this requires your best shot.
Richards off balance the back. They have met the goal themselves. towards the corner, and Edwards showing his athleticism. You know where it's going, so you got to be ready. Good drive for a first down. Put down here, that nice play. Edwards to the rim with a plus. They're out. He's shown it up on it. Jackson, drop off underneath, and that's Ingram. Gets to the rim, they'll give the continuation and a chance at one more. That is going to do it. The United States tested but survived in the challenge against the top-ranked team in FIBA. US 98, Spain 88.
Save more at Raymore & Flanigan's Buy More, Save More sale. Get 10, 15, or 20% off your entire purchase. Or take 72 months to pay with no interest with equal monthly payments. Save more when you buy more. Only at Raymore & Flanigan.
We're SiteGround, experts at managed website hosting. We invest most of our time crafting unique in-house.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, a chance for birdie coming up. Iona, this, a birdie putt.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Or securing your website against all sorts of hacks with an ultra-smart web application firewall and an AI-based bot system, which means blocking over 2 million attacks per day. That's 2 million users. Hackers, 0. And top it off,
This one is looking good. Could it be? What a putt right there. Speed was spot on. It's just a fraction offline, that would have gone in.
yeah, that's us. We're SiteGround, experts in managed website hosting.
Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. Frank, what's the player looking at on the 10th here at Chambers Bay?
Well, normally the par 4, you're just thinking blaze away, but this is one of the few holes, really, I think you've got to be careful on what club you hit off the tee. It starts to narrow up. You really want to avoid those two short bunkers that come in around the 300-yard mark. And that really sets yourself up with a nice sort of wedge. That's really the right way to play it. You don't have to take the trouble on in front.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green-like situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Was spot on. That ball somehow just decided not to go down. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain right where he is. Here we are at the 11th. Frank, this is a brutally long par 4. And a little bit blind too. There's that big dune in the middle of the fairway, and it's sort of a bit daunting. You're not quite sure what's behind that. Well, what is behind that is actually fairway.
and just carry it over there. That'll certainly shorten the hole up. And then from there, it's a little bit of a dogleg to the right.
The Minnesota lead. Garland fires a three and hits. Garland is a 15-point game, and Chris Finch says, "Let's take a timeout." Yes, well, the Timberwolves 0 for 8 to start this fourth quarter. Lead them up right here. About 2 minutes run. Here is Garland with a triple. Down to the Timberwolves have connected for 12 triples. 15% of the field. Garland thought about turning the corner. Instead steps back for a three. Oh my. Step back. Deep to the ground. Terrific. Garland goes to get to the shot clock. Shows 5. Garland goes to work. Steps back. Long distance three. Oh! He's tied a career high with 41. And this one was way in the ground. Rebounded by Stevens. 60 seconds to go. Out comes Garland. Garland looking for an opening. Down the lane. Wilson scores. It's a one-possession game. Garland high step over the timeline. Stunts on a dime. Hits the three. Darius Garland has been unreal here in the fourth quarter. Garland's been brilliant down the stretch. Step back, baby. Deep in the round. He's playing so well isn't just being out there. He has been stricken with injuries throughout the course of his career. It's good to see him put his cards together.
Good to see Joel start off just like he did last month.
Opportunity. Make them have to manufacture something each trip.
Conley faking the double, then bringing the double. Doesn't matter. And being able to turn around and win a game.
Pretty good performance, to be honest.
Embiid looking.
Joel, of course, going right at Kessler. Comes to a nice jump stop, swing, gather, able to just this.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
That was fast. I can't believe I keep getting older, but you still look the same. I can't.
177 is the distance here as he preps his second to the par 4.
Finding ways to score. This is a deep team right now. You're looking at the second five. You're a defender. Who would you rather cover? I say this all the time. A guy who stands still, you know where he is. A guy who's constantly moving. I'll pick the former.
It's all in the 96. Joel's wide open. He's got 15.
And another really good box out from Tyrese. Then it gets a little physical, no call.
Joel up and in. 17 and counting for Joel Embiid.
Good job for Batiste. Get a hand up on that.
Harris. Embiid.
So that may be not his best of chips, but he'll have that for his par.
You'd expect that to be a little closer from where he was, and that is far from a gimme.
Joel Embiid, let's go. Okay. On that note.
Take a look at this three. Especially that right one click.
He had 13 go on Joel's 24 in the first half. Tobias just took 5 shots. He's got 4 points.
Oh, he's saying, where's the turn? It didn't move nearly as much as he anticipated.
So much easier said than done.
Sure.
Embiid fading away. Nothing but net. 29 for Embiid.
Here have the jump shot. Joel able to knock that down. 3 just enough space with that little semi-step back.
10-17 for Joel tonight.
Let's see right now what the Sixers do with him out of the ball game.
Key to get back into this one in the third. 31 for Embiid. Identical shots.
2 defenders right at JoJo's face.
Directing traffic. Driving pass. Gay laying out in. 33 for Embiid. 6 guys averaging double figures so far this season. Embiid, what a
safely in. He hits a bogey here at number 11. He's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wig or a picture there, no sweat whatsoever. Or if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker, it's just short left of this green. You might just putt from it.
No argument here. You got to be up there.
Harris downhill, off the window. That one looked like it was down. And he grabs it and plays it up and in.
Joel here, just hanging in with the play, not giving up. Rewards.
Harrison Matthew both playing with 4 fouls. And he's back in. Wants it on the block. Joel fading. Doing a little bit of everything for the Sixers here tonight.
We got Tobias on the cut.
Maxey couldn't get it to him. Joel, 54.
The big fella taking over this basketball game in a number of
Well, this is going to be way down there.
That's Anthony. Joel driving to Feeney. 57.
Boston 2 seasons, but was terrific last year. And with this, obviously, he won a championship without it. Here's Curry from deep. It's going to win. It's 5-0 Golden State. And Hughes with a couple of buckets early on.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot.
Hit the deck. Here comes Curry. And 7 points early on. And now reverse layup. Make it 9. 3 for 3 from the floor. Landale has checked into the game. He's been good for the Suns off the bench. Curry reads him, and he's hits again. Steph Curry 4-4. 3 for 25 from behind the arc. Steph weaving, driving, and one. Steph Curry with 14 points here in the first quarter.
So it'll tell you just how good at this one you are defensively. And it'll expose you when you make mistakes. Steph Curry is special. That's not breaking news, by the way.
He's 5th in the league in scoring this year at 30. I guess, of course, everybody was hurt that year, but still. Washington misses. Curry with 4. Trying to get a 2 for 1. Curry driving. Another lucky layup. That's 17 for Curry in the first.
Some of those kids will try you, like just continue to try you and try and stay crazy and crazy and then.
Steph Curry again. 7-8 now from the floor. 3 of 3 from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done.
Curry. Oh, my goodness. Steph Curry again. 8 of 9 now. 22 points.
Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And he'll move to 4 under. 13th hole now. It's a dogleg right, par 4, right?
Right, 534 yards. You need an eagle eye, which is the name of the hole, to find exactly where you want to hit this. Doglegs to the right. There is a fairway that's plenty wide to accept a good tee shot. And then from there on in, it's actually a relatively straightforward second shot, provided you can miss that bunker. It's just short in the middle of the green.
Now from out there, 34 points to get away from Steph Bridges.
Body strap to.
That's 8 boards for Steph. He also has 4 assists, 34 points. Only 3 here in the third quarter, though. Gets in the paint, the floor drops. Total of 18 now from the floor. So a 10-second difference in the clocks here at the end of the quarter. Largest lead of the night for the Suns. Curry draws the contact and scores. Another 3-point opportunity for Stephen Curry's third foul.
You look at how he's bent over, got the foul line. He rid of the basketball, 8-5 Bridges all by himself.
Curry's got 40, only 9 in the second half, now 42 as he gets the cup and puts it in off the window. Sitting with Right heel injury. Curry continues to stay hot. He's got 44.
Those numbers are concerning. The good news is, about Steve Kerr, the message is, we do have what it takes to turn it around. But it's not going to be by accident.
2-on-1 as they hurry. Thompson in transition.
Come on, come on, come on.
I landed it on the ground.
It was never going to stop.
No chance.
Basket by Curry for 50 points. Mark, what do you make of this Suns team? You've had it in person here a few times now. They're going to move to 5.
Sizable putt from 16 feet.
And then Devin returns the favor.
Shooter, 37%.
He is a solid player. He just, he just terrible right there. He didn't care who does. He gets to his spot. You're done. They have total respect. And they make up when they break up.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. That's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. This is the 5th par 4 in a row, and they're not easy. This one here, 14, really a daunting tee shot.
It is. That's why it's called Cape Fair. A true Cape hole in golf, Rich, is when you've got to decide how much you want to bite off when you head across the slight dogleg. And this one, really, you're going to be rewarded the further left you can go. There is one little bunker in the middle of the fairway that you have to avoid. That's going to be 320 or so yards off the tee. This whole 546 yards, you're going to see a variety of second shots, or the length of second shots here, determined purely by the bravery of the tee shot.
Always good to see number 9 in the building. Booker takes the handoff. Mid-range, 13 of his 22 will come here in the court. Booker's got the big man on it. Step back 3 on the way. 28 for Booker. Williams too strong with that one. Back tap. Main to 8.
Yeah, that's the spot you want to put it now. Watch this thing gather momentum. Down the slope, that is going to be an excellent result.
The Lakers Pacers, they're up 17 in the fourth. And Devin continues to find a way to propel his team. He's throwing left-hand hooks up now. He's doing some Harlem Globetrotter stuff.
Now note his second from the fairway.
Left himself with 149, coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here.
Chicago. 8:43 to go here in the third. Booker working to the post. On a baseline fade. Rosen on the season, averaging better than 26 points per game. He's got 10 of them here in the corner. Raising up. Defender. Booker crosses him over, gets inside the left hand.
He needs to just block out the zone. It's just a load to try to block out and rebound.
Wow. Booker draws the light double team, working on Kobe White. Team 3 on the way. Yes!
We'll see how much traction this gets the ball.
Levine goes with the steal. And Booker breaks the...
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
A much taller defender.
Oh my goodness.
Man, speed is spot on. A good putt. Nothing to show for it. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay at -3. Normally on a golf course, you don't want to spend too much time in the trees, with the trees, around the trees, but part of me wants to go up and hug this tree. He's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hugger, Rich, I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make three.
Okay, that one's dancing. Lucky birdie here at 15.
And these are the putts he hasn't been able to do much with all day. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it. He could surely use it.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. Down to par 4, 423 yards, 16th hole. What's the right play, Frank?
Fairway first once again. You'll see the slope of the fairway from the left to the right side. It means move your aim down that left side. It'll make this fairway appear that much bigger. And of course, then when you head into this green, you're really going to have to flight that second shot properly. This is like a tabletop green.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Now from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second.
Could have just done with a little bit more to practice, just a little short. Maybe I could have. It's a good shot.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16 will certainly help the cause. Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par 3, the 17th, 218 yards, and all sorts of trouble trying to down that right.
Well, if you weren't beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3, you can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of the US Open.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Morgan Holden every time he sees the ball go through the hoop. Take a look at Joel, able to go one-on-one. Discards Plumlee. Too big for the other. Not a bad look.
Yeah, that'll do just fine. Had a pretty good run at that, and par should be pretty well within reach. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. Now to the 18th hole, Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
The home hole here, once again, you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realise that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker.
No joke. He really can. So that's why we talked about bully ball. Casey's point, right? 3 weeks ago, but he can go to 3 as well. Good size to Maldown, too. We've seen him live.
Three-point opportunities. 56-49, there you go.
Clubs at Jet Right should feel comfortable, and that goes for their nighttime underwear too. Good night.
Watch this. Lovely.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5.
31 for Joel, 33 for Embiid.
Lovely and thinking like directly tied.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. That will be a 3rd straight round in this 60s. So for our featured golfers, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see we're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich. Anything better than that, maybe leader takes a stumble. You can't control that, but at least get out there tomorrow, shoot as low as you can.
So for Frank Nobilo, notably gave the 3rd, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds. I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.
Spaghetti.
Gotta get away, get away, get away, get it, know that I don't, and I won't ever stop, cause I know I'm gonna win every day, day. So you ready to the public? What you ready to plug me? What am I gonna do? You ain't never gonna see it. Anytime I come out, then I gotta send it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow it, then I gotta when you really wanna know what's next. We gotta never go over the bridge. You know we gotta go and try to keep up with the pace. So we're struggling to hustle and listen and again and again. We gotta do it
on camera moments.
Totally disagree with that. Do you have any kids? Oh, yes, I have 7. 4 boys and 3 girls. Man.
What do your daughters think about what you say about women? Or do they agree with you?
Yes, they do. And they don't agree with me because I'm their father. I believe they should be an independent thinker. But I also don't want my daughters out here walking the street with tights on and a halter just so men can walk around or drive by and honk their horn at them and whistle at them.
So is it their fault or is it the men's fault for sexualizing them?
It is the nature of a man to be attracted to a woman who hardly has anything on.
Tights and a halter top?
Yes. Let's be real.
So then, I'm just trying to think, if I choose to dress today and have on a tight and a halter top, and a man honks at me, it's my fault.
It's the fault of both. If you dress in a way, you don't believe that a woman can dress in a way that can lure a man to him?
That's just like saying if a woman puts on a tight dress, she deserves to get raped.
No, that is not saying that. Because regardless of what a person wears, they don't deserve to get raped. But at the same time, let me make this example.
Please.
There are some men that drive a very fashionable car and look a certain way. And sometimes that look attracts certain women. There are certain looks that a woman can have on that make it appear that attract certain men. That's just a fact. You go buy a car because you're attracted to the look, even if you don't know the engine, how it works.
That doesn't mean that it's our fault.
So what's the proper dress for women?
I'm just saying from Pastor Jennings.
Well, never mind for me. From a biblical perspective, the biblical term is modesty. In modesty, when you're dressed modest, you're not half naked. The Bible says that the shame of your nakedness not appear. Save your dog.
Caught on camera.
No boy put chocolate milk in a first aid kit. Hey, that's good. Who look like he sell dead Christmas trees? Get up in the house. Trinity parents got married barefoot.
America, we have a problem. Something happened quietly that the U.S. media is not talking about, but it's going to affect everybody in America and everybody that uses the U.S. currency. Our currency just got overtook by by the BRICS nation, meaning that $1, it takes $50 to equal $1 of the BRICS new currency. If you don't understand what that means, it's going to cause hyperinflation throughout America, meaning our food, clothing, whatever you buy is going to cost like the most craziest number you'll ever think. Take a look at this video because there's really nothing we can do about it, but it's about to get rough out here, guys. Stay close to your family. This is bad. This is real bad.
Okay, so while y'all was sleeping last night, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris just got the worst news a president and a vice president can get without it being a fallen soldier, right? So, China, Africa, and Russia just dropped the image of their money that's dropping November 1st, right? Okay. Here's how strong that money is. It takes 55 American dollars to make one African dollar, to make one Russian dollar, to make one China dollar, right? 55. Okay. All these foreign countries just try to offer Africa money. Africa told them, keep your money and help your people out. Tell Joe Biden we cool. We good over here. See, Africa has said it best. America said they feed us. But why America's mad when we tell them we don't want their help no more, or we want them off our planet? If they feed us, why are they mad? Right? We should be mad. But since we feed them, they mad. They the one that's doing all the retaliation. We cool. We done figured this shit out. Right? Now, Y'all keep telling me America's the greatest country in the world. I don't fucking see it. Well, I do see it. They're the greatest country in the world. I'm fucking shit up. Okay? So America sold all this plants to China, right? Now, for America to buy shit out of China, they're going to take $55 American to buy a pack of bubble gum out of China, right? When America had all these pigs here, right? So, me and my wife just bought a TV from the hospital for $600. That same TV in the near future is going to cost $300 to $4,500 to get. Remember the Michael Jordans used to get for $200 out of China? The Michael Jordans now, buy a Michael Jordan at $200, right? The Michael Jordans will be $2,500. $2,500 to get a pair of shoes out of China. That's how fucked up America is, bro. They're not telling you this, but shit has hit the fan, bro. I've been telling y'all this. All y'all got all these bad bitches that lay up in the house and don't want to work. All these thugs and stuff that don't want to work. You better tell them motherfuckers they better learn how to farm. You better get them bad bitches and them thugs up out your bed and tell them how to get in the field and plant some fucking corn, some fucking watermelon, some fucking squash and tomatoes and shit. Because shit is getting real every day. And guess what? It's not slowing down. This shit is speeding up, bro. This shit is speeding up fast. Vladimir Putin, man, you a fucking good dude. Africa, I love what y'all doing, man. Y'all getting respect now across the globe. Now, I know y'all keep saying a lot of people, oh, America, the Europeans got the best military, this and that. Yeah, but a lot of the European countries trying to jump ship. Germany and France have just told America they're going to leave the G7 summit to try to get on with BRICS. But the whole problem with that is they got to go through Africa. And Africa said, before we even sit down and talk to you, we turn all our fucking guns. Right? Africa has put it out there and said, y'all ain't got shit to even offer y'all people. So to all y'all motherfuckers, oh, Joe Biden just sent 3,000 soldiers to the border. Let me tell you what China, Russia, and Africa just did. Africa has 50 countries on this continent. They put a military base in 40 of those countries. 40. Right? So, even if America touched down in Africa, they're going to get fucking barbecued. You got nowhere to land. Huh? Come on now, use your head, man. This country don't give a fuck about you, bro. These dudes done ran this shit in the ground. And y'all still trying to hold on to the boat. And if anything, we, the American people, need to get this government up out of here, bro. We need to get all this motherfucking people in this goddamn government. Republicans, Democrats, from the House to the Senate to the goddamn president. We need to fucking get these motherfuckers out of here. Because they the one got us in this shit. And then once we kick them motherfuckers out, we need to see if China, Russia, and Africa wants to buy America. It seems like they making all the power move. See if they want to buy America and turn this country back around. Or make this country great again. Take Trump's slogan and make it great again. Or make this country great for everybody. Because these dudes is fucking it up, man. You got to make major moves now. You got to make decisions. You got to see if you want a car. Because it's going to come down to either you want a car or a cell phone. Because America's made y'all real comfortable with the bullshit. But then now the smoke is turning into fire, and they can't put it out. That's all I'm saying. Just stay up.
America, we have a problem.
I'll give you $1,000 to meet me. I don't go to church. God don't live in church. They say the body is the temple. I'm walking in church right now. As soon as you go to church, there's somebody trying to stick a dick in you and they need some money. Therefore, if you in a position that's been over some kind of motherfucking religion, you know what I mean? I don't get caught up in that bullshit because I don't think God ever wrote about it. Or Quran. He didn't have to write no shit. He ain't no playwright. It's written in your essence. Because the Bible is written by men. The book of Peter, the book of John, the whole book about Jesus, but this nigga ain't wrote one book. No motherfucker that is about didn't write shit. All the hangouts wrote the book. Shit, I know the nigga.
You notice in each one of them book, they the closest one to Jesus. Peter like, shit, me and Jesus was tight. In John's books, I'm damn near the nigga daddy. God didn't write no book. It's written in your essence. Nobody ever had to tell you it's wrong to kill your mama. Somehow you born innately knowing it. Which means you born knowing right and wrong, so put the book down, because it will fuck you up. You understand me? It starts out messed up in the beginning, in the book of Genesis. In the beginning, there was Adam and Eve. And Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel. And Cain and Abel got married. To who? Where did these mystery bitches come from? I like messing with Christians, because they easy to get you. They scared quick get. Yeah, I tell a Christian in a minute, I say, I don't believe Jesus died on no cross. Sacrilege. I said, well, wait a minute. He can walk on water, feed 1,000 with a loaf of bread, raise the dead, but you telling me this nigga couldn't handle 3 nails? I know brothers with 9 bullet wounds still walking around. His name is 50 Cent. You telling me 50 Cent colder than Jesus? Maybe you delusional motherfucker. I bet you Jesus was a cool kid. His mama be like, Jesus, go on in there and take a bath. And don't be walking on your water. That's probably why they invented the shower, just to get the nigga wet. Look at some of the Christian heads, man, you going to hell. Don't be talking about Jesus, and don't be talking about it. You know how Jesus whistled? You know, with the hole in the head. Look, y'all really like, no, that shit, the lightning's coming. Christian, I always the first one want to send somebody, yeah, he going to hell. How the fuck you know? Like God came down, let that nigga know he going to hell. I'm kind of busy right now. You know what I mean? I made my Heavenly Father's image. If I got a sense of humor, that means God got one. God probably up there cracking up right now. Hey, Jesus, come here. That crazy nigga I made his own. He talking about your boy. He said you walk on your back water. He said you whistle like this. They always try to make God this uptight asshole motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, if you get some pussy, you going to hell. You made the pussy. Shouldn't have made it so motherfucking good. I mean, what kind of catch-22 is that? Here, Eddie, here's some pussy, but don't partake in it. Shit, nigga. See, I feel Muslim, but the Muslim faith, they too strict. You know what I mean? You can't smoke no weed. You can't get your dick sucked by a bitch that ain't your wife. Matter of fact, you can't see your wife's face until you marry her. They keep veiled up. All you get to see is the eyes. You really gotta love that bitch's eyes. You be like, damn, she got some pretty eyes. Then you marry her ass and veil them up. No wonder they get 20 wives. You playing the law of averages. I'm telling you, I think Christians are jealous Muslims. Because you ain't gonna out devout a Muslim. That's the most devout faith you ever run into. A Muslim will strap a bomb on himself and blow himself up about some Muhammad. Ask a Christian to put a bomb on and blow themselves up about Jesus. No, he wouldn't want me to do that. He just blessed me with this house. I'm sure he wants me to live in it.
なんですか、あなた。先生、新社。何をしてるんですか。私の携帯に何してるの。
There you go. You want to feint some stuff and touch him up straight to chest. Make Romero breathe like his hands up. In your very last fight, he defeated him to his left hand, Davis, but he said that you're not too smart. That better than you. He said it's not the truth. It's a little short of Romero. Davis. Davis is not using it on every day. He's not using it to have to do this. He did do it. That's just barely missing. He's been just short a couple of times. But David throws that beautiful foundation. Missed it. Fuck the elbow, That's a little blood I think on the forehead of Davis, maybe from the clash of heads. Some kind of blood. Yeah, that is true. Yes. There are the parents. Ronnie Rivera. That's his dad. See Davis's mom right here. She's not worried. But he's called Listen, take Davis pretty loose here. So we come to round 5 of this fight. Tough fight, close fight, very much as advertised. Good game, Tech. You're ahead of the game.
Alright, y'all watch this shit, bro. It's crazy.
My son wanted some grits. So we didn't have the mold or anything to make them in. So I told him, I said, look, get your grits, put them in a bottle, put the water in them, and let them set. You can heat the water up on the fire and let them set. And cook. So he takes the grits. I'm going to show y'all what happens. So he takes his grits, slips them up. Look here, it's the grits.
It's just grits, pepper, and water.
So he takes his instant grits, pours them in the bottom.
So fucking bomb, man.
We'll be happy with it. A little grit. He went ahead and added his pepper. Pepper in there. Yeah, there's pepper. We'll show y'all what instant grits pepper does. We'll be starting with pepper. And he added his water. Okay. Show y'all what happened. Once he added all his ingredients, here, he shook it up, and and he was mixing it up, and we noticed that the bottom was starting to get tight. Get tighter. So I was like, okay, y'all need to put the bottle down because it's like really getting tight. So this is what you're eating, people. Keep watching. Pay attention.
Bro, this the stuff we be eating.
Where did it go?
Crazy.
It disintegrated. No bottle. Y'all give it a try.
All right, here y'all watch.
What the? Wait, don't do that, man. What the hell is wrong with you? You don't want to come here? No, what the hell? You really gonna believe me? It was before me? I was never with another man. You was never with another man? Never. What did I just say? What did you say? You ain't letting me talk out the condom. The only is... You didn't let me speak. Where are you gonna believe that over me? I asked her if she had me protected. Right? I said, I'm protected. This is the other one. Protected. Right? With anyone other than Trey. You said no. Lie detector test determined, Trey, that was also a lie. Right? I asked about the Thirsty Thursday that she goes to with her girlfriends. Are you going to Thirsty Thursday? She says no. Yes. Lie detector test determined that it was also a lie. I asked the question that you came in here for today, Trey, to find out specifically, are you cheating on Trey? I'm not. I swear. Come on, baby. Let's just go. We can make love. Jesus. Oh, but before you try to use it, as a, you're not going to get it. No, all of a sudden, he's going to get taken over now. I swear. Like, she's over there. Oh, yeah, she's like, you know what? We can make love now. No. Before, you were like, you're not getting it tonight. Getting it tonight. And are you cheating on Trey? And I'm not. You can look him dead in his eye and tell him that you're not cheating on him. You swear? You swear? I swear. Okay. Let's see how well that goes. She says no. Lie detector test determined Trey that was a lie. What the f***? Seriously? What the f*** is wrong with you? No, I'm not sure. You want me to do this? I'm out with other girls. Is that what it is? You girls? No, it's not me. What is this marriage? What is this marriage? Tell me. What is it? It's fake. I put all the time into this. I did all. Relax. I don't know why you lying to him. Obviously, he loves you. And this is how a man acts when his heart is torn apart. When his heart is torn apart by you lying, consistently still lying. A computer? It's not a computer. You know why it's not a computer? Let me tell you why it's not a dollar store computer. What's that? He hired us for this lie detector test. Trey, what else did you hire me to do? To follow her. What? He hired me to follow you. You're getting people to follow me now? That's an invasion of my privacy. That's illegal. It's illegal. I'm gonna sue you. Oh, you gonna sue Dre? Yeah. You gonna sue your husband? I think that's the most ridiculous I've ever heard in my life. I'm not cheating. Okay, I'm not cheating. Let's see. That's your husband. This is Dre. This is the guy that she's been with for the past 2 years. Wait, what's wrong? Go here in my life. Go to work. You got to be what the? Wait, don't do that, man. What the hell is wrong with you? About some businesses that Sit down, little boy. We want to see that run back. So that we did fine, right? And then play football. Let's go. Run it back. Get it rep. Hurry up, quick. Go to the DB. That strap. See my homie pulling them down. That's what you saw it too.
Everyone knows about the board game Monopoly. It seems like we got ourselves a Bible prophecy coming to fulfillment, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get your attention? Just 1 minute. And then I'm going to take up another 5. People are saying that this could be the peace treaty that Daniel was talking about. The prophet Daniel, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start, I want to show you the video so you can see for yourself.
Getting into all the breaking news right now, what could be a historic step towards peace in the Middle East. We brought you this earlier in the show, but now we're getting some new information.
The U.S. and Saudi Arabia have agreed on a tentative deal for Saudi Arabia to officially recognize Israel. Newsmax correspondent Daniel Cohen live in Tel Aviv with details. Daniel.
Yeah, good morning, Sean. Good morning, Emma. Historic. Enormous.
Stop by there. Did you catch it? You ain't catch it. It's okay. I got it. God doing the thing he got it. What is the news reporter's name? Isn't that crazy? Keep your eyes open. It's God. That's how God speaks.
Huge, right? And all of those words are apropos to describe what we're talking about here. Let me just set the tables for you in case you're just catching up, okay? The U.S. and Saudi Arabia have agreed on the broad contours of a deal for Saudi Arabia to recognize Israel in exchange for concession to the Palestinians. Also, Saudi Arabia wants U.S. security guarantees and...
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain for some people that still don't understand. The tribulation is a 7-year period that talks about in the Bible that prophesies the end times. Now it's broken into two, the tribulation and the great tribulation. Now guys, the tribulation begins when the peace treaty is made with Israel by a world leader.
can also is the Antichrist. Okay? The world leader or the Antichrist will appear to you charismatic, a peacemaker, but he will be Satan himself. That man will have the spirit of Satan. The meaning that the peacemaker, signs that peace treated with Israel, the tribulation, the 7-year countdown starts. So the end time starts after. The Bible says that during those times, there will be wars, there will be famines, nation against nation. There will be earthquakes. There will be a whole lot of other natural disasters. The Bible refers to them as birth pains. That's how much pain is going to be. During the tribulation, there will be a lot of false prophets who show signs and wonders. During the first half of the tribulation, 2 witnesses are going to appear, and they will preach the word boldly about God, telling you. Now, the Bible doesn't tell us exactly who it is, but people speculate that it will be Moses and Elijah. But the 2 witnesses will have the power to shut down the heavens, so no rain can come. They will have the power to turn water into blood, and they will have the power that anybody who wants to harm them, they will kill them with the fire coming out. Now, during this time, the Antichrist will break that covenant that he made with Israel, and he will succeed at it. The scriptures say that the Antichrist will claim to be God himself, and he would demand you to worship him. That same Antichrist will reveal a mark that will go on your right hand or on your forehead, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the mark of the beast. Without that mark, you cannot buy or sell. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. If you do not have that mark of that beast, you cannot do anything. Anybody who worships the beast or takes the mark of the beast will drink from the cup of God's wrath, ladies and gentlemen. And that's just one side of the tribulation. We still got the great tribulation, where Jesus Christ himself comes back and puts the end to the Antichrist and everyone who took the mark of the beast. So with that being said, what do you guys think? Do you think that that's the prophecy that Prophet Daniel was talking about? I just want to let you know one thing. Isn't it crazy how while this prophecy is coming to fulfillment, that could or could not be the prophecy from Prophet Daniel, at the same time the Euphrates River is drying up, which is another prophecy from the book of Revelations. At the same time, you got false prophets out here telling you it's okay to be in a same-sex marriage. It's okay to leading you so close to sin and farther from God. At the same time, we are living in a time and a place where they're starting to put out this one world currency where you gonna get this chip inside your right hand, and if you can't get it, you cannot buy or sell anything. Isn't it crazy that that is another fulfillment from the Bible? So let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. The Bible, the scriptures in that Bible are making so much truth right now. What makes you think that the prophecy of Jesus Christ coming back and everybody bowing, every knee bowing, and every tongue confessing that Jesus Christ is Lord will not come to prophecy, ladies and gentlemen? What makes you think that? Let me tell you something. I know who I used to be. I know who I used to be.
People don't know their money is worthless now.
I am giving you free advice that those of you who are holding dollars, you surely might go into losses.
And he told all of his people, you better get out now and convert it to ours and gold or whatever, because that stuff's not worth the paper it's written in. Everybody in the world knows this is true except for us. Well, I mean, I do, but most people here do not. Most people aren't even aware that press conference took place. People don't know their money is worthless now.
I am giving you free advice.
CDC just issued an alert for doctors who are U.S. warning them.
I don't know if y'all noticed the pattern, but this is going to be a yearly thing, so let's get down to business. Prevention is protection, and the best way to start is right now. A lot of people wait until it hits the household or it hits the area to be prepared or to start preparing, and it's too late. You shouldn't have to use a remedy over and over and over again if you've already been prepared. We're going to start off with elderberries. You can make syrups, you can make teas, you can eat them. They're great for all ages. Fights against fever. It fights against sneezing. It fights against coughs. It fights against infection. It fights against literally almost everything you can think of when it comes down to any type of sickness. Consume this daily, starting today. Up next on the list, we have nettles. You can make teas with these. They are highly, highly, highly potent. And guess what? They rebuild your kidneys. They rebuild your adrenal glands, because this is one of the most essential factors that you're going to need to rebuild and strengthen your lymphatic system. Getting sick is rarely about what's coming in and going out. It's more so about how your system reacts to the pollutants and or things that's trying to immerse you or affect you. You should be working on building what comes in. You're fine. Or as close to fine as you can be as a human. Lastly, because I want to keep it short, cold pressed fruit juice. I personally make my own. I make sure I have a lot of berries, a lot of melons, things of that nature that not only keep me hydrated but keeps me healthy. Majority fruits and vegetables. Fruits are the detoxifiers and vegetables are the builders. Get in the habit of cleaning yourself out right now, building your system up right now. And last but not least, cover yourself spiritually. Psalms 103 verses 2 through 3. Let all that I am praise the Lord. May I never forget the good things He does for me. He forgives all my sins and heals all of my diseases. Couple that with knowing that faith without works is dead. So guess what? Take everything I told you to do, plus the scriptures and the prayer, and guess what? You'll be fine. I hope this helped y'all. God bless.
CDC position and alert.
Hey, it's don't mess here.
But he kept going. Why everyone is wrong about the new BRICS currency. Now, as the world seems to be inching closer to World War III, the real war isn't with Russia or China. It's something that's actually much larger. In fact, the wars aren't even the problems. They're only the symptoms. Because to control the world, you must control the money. And as the U.S. has weaponized the global monetary system against Russia and China, and of course any other adversary, the new system is rapidly being deployed, and a new one is to be announced next month. So in this video, I'm going to break down what's really happening with the international monetary system, the historical parallels that show us the roadmap for where we're going. I'm going to break down the new BRICS system that's being launched next month and how almost everyone is wrong about it. I'm going to explain how it's going to work, the chance of success, what it means for the dollar, and what I think is really the best and the most logical step. So let's go. All right, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mark Moss, and of course I make these videos to change the way you...
All my people, can I get a hello? Hello. Hey, yo, before I play this video, yo, I'm going to give y'all my thoughts, and after the video is done, please go in them comments and give me y'all thoughts on this. And make sure y'all hit that follow button, too. Like, this shit is fucking weird, man. What's going on, man? All I'm gonna say this, man, watch who y'all have y'all kids around. That's all I'ma say, man. Because this shit is not tolerated no fucking way. Hello? Without further ado, let's get into this video. Hello?
In January,
somebody come look at this.
gave a shout out to Leah on what would have been her 44th birthday, writing, "You will forever be the blueprint of what it means to step outside the box musically and creating new style and fashion in a natural way and being great at the moment. The world will always feel your impact and love you shared forever." Well, in the comment section, one person was like, "Y'all didn't even like each other." And another person straight up asked, "Why did you and Leah fall out? Or was that a lie?" Someone else added, "Are you going to address the fact that y'all fell out before she passed?" Okay, for all these people and so many others to be talking about a fallout, it means there is definitely something. Now, whatever it is, it took place around the time when Aaliyah got into that plane crash. But is it something that could have contributed to Aaliyah's death? I don't think Missy had a hand in the death, but a lot of people are betting on the allegation that she knew what happened. And you know who else probably knows what happened? The other person who was working very closely with Aaliyah and Missy, Timbaland. Tim actually admitted that they were not on good terms with Aaliyah just before she passed. Actually, when it came to Timbaland, turns out he also had feelings for Aaliyah, and they started when she was still a minor. And in 2011,
excuse me? Hello?
Timbaland admitted he was intimately attracted to Aaliyah when they first met. The problem is that they were introduced during the creation of Aaliyah's sophomore studio album, One in a Million, which she began recording at the age of 16. And at the time, Timbaland was 23.
First met Aaliyah.
Listen to this shit.
I want to give up a little secret. I was in love with her. But I'm not, she was just being me. I said to myself, I'm just going to be her brother. Oh man, I was fighting. A lot of people. But I love Aaliyah.
Timbaland, who continued to work with Aaliyah throughout her career, also admitted to marrying his wife, Monique Islett, because she resembled Aaliyah. Like, he literally said, "When I first met my wife, I knew
as young. Exactly. But with Tim saying that, one person was like, when I heard Timbaland basically say he married his wife because he wasn't looking with Leah, and she reminded him of her, it looked like her or something. Pretend like you do like it. Experiencing record inflation, the worst in 30 years, way beyond expectations. OPEC didn't increase oil production. Can you tell us a little bit about how you spent the new spending in your Build Back Better agenda from exacerbating the problem? And also, what else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation? Thank you. Well, let's... Nice shoes.
Officer Murphy.
Wait, what?
Look, man, I'm not sure what the fuck is going on. Maybe some racist deja vu shit, but I think we're stuck in some kind of loop where I keep running into you. You keep fucking killing me, man.
Now I know you're smoking.
Yeah, you think my cigarette's not a cigarette. We've been through this, man. Look.
Hey, back up. Show me some ID. Keep your hands where I can see them.
That sounds like a trap. Okay, dude. This is the part where I open up my bag. You see that wad of cash and you say, it's a lot of money for a guy with a not-so-cigarette smelling cigarette. You legally search my shit. I won't let you. We fight. I'm dead.
That's enough circus tricks. Give me the bag, step against the wall.
Look, dude, I'm about to fuck your head up right there. See the corner? Cute couple about to kiss. Boom. Yoga girl about to take a selfie. Voila. Scared kid right there? Watching me shit in 3, 2.
Son of a bitch. You fucking with me?
Nah.
So if I shoot you now, we're gonna do it all over again?
Yeah, dude. I'm just trying to get home to my fucking dog.
Well, if you pass, there's any sandwich. I'd get the fuck out of here.
Nice shoes.
I will end.
I'm not making this video to scare.
Now, from the home of golf, EA Sports, so proud to welcome you to the Old Course at St. Andrews. Rich Lerner up in the tower, pleased to be joined as always by Frank Nobilo. And Frank, we cannot talk about the Old Course without talking about bunkers. 112 of them in all. We know they can derail around, so what's the key to avoiding them?
You just mentioned it, really. Avoid those bunkers. They're beautifully positioned. You know, if they're downwind, you'd be surprised. The ball can run 60 or 70 yards. So you might be wondering why that bunker's down there, and then all of a sudden you find it. So just keep your eyes open. But yeah, hey, it's a beautiful walk, and that's really the way golf was invented and should be played, especially at St. Andrews.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. Good soft hands. That is nicely done. A 9-footer now for his birdie. Now, that's a good opportunity unfulfilled. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with the prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, because the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
Down on the course, let's check in with Notah Begay III.
119 to the hole, pinned just on the front edge. Gap wedge in the air, coming in just a bit from the left, but nicely done.
Just needed that a little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Yep, that's a good putt and a good birdie here at the second to get him to 1 under par. On the tee box here at the third now. Frank, all of these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in a kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the Old Course?
Well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That is so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Moving now to the par 4 fourth, measuring 419 yards. Two ways to attack here. The riskier drive is toward the narrow valley on the right, while the safer play is to aim for the plateau on the left. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, it's a great spot over here. Good lie in the fairway that's shared with the 15th coming in the other direction. Up closer to the green, there are 3 bunkers called the Students. Essential to carry those, and if you can get it pretty close.
Are you serious?
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Another great day of golf here at St. Andrews, and we leave you with the words of the great Bobby Jones, who said, "I could take..." Today from historic East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf. With Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, and Frank, of course, we know East Lake as the home of the Tour Championship, but talk to me a little bit about the course itself. What kind of players typically do well here?
I actually think someone that draws the ball, Rich, has a sort of a better chance of playing well around there than someone that fades it. We've seen that really of the professionals that have played well there. A lot of the trouble's on the right-hand side, so you want the ball moving away from that. And, of course, the 2 9s themselves are a little different. 1 9 a little flatter and the other one sort of uphill and down dale. But anytime you're going where Bobby Jones really played most of his golf, you're going to one of golf's oasis. And that is safely in the left side of the fairway. A fine start here to his round. A good 190-yard shot, and this is the second. Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. Yeah, that's going to be just okay. Might have been a little worried about not getting it out, and instead, this is going to leave a tough putt coming up. Now a 7-footer.
Okay, so 3 putts for him on this opening hole, and that will contribute to a +2 start. This second hole is a good par 3. Elevated green, and you can see there's a large oak tree on the right, couple of greenside bunkers, so this requires a solid strike, and if you're on target, you have a chance to make it 2 here, but it'll take a good shot. Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. That came out soft, landed first on the fringe, kind of took some pace off, and that will leave a longish putt for par. Oh, you're kidding. This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. Well, still plenty of holes left to turn things around, but it is a +3 start after the bogey here at number 2. Moving to the third hole here at East Lake, 381-yard downhill par 4. There is trouble left with those overhanging trees and deep rough. Right center is ideal. Well, look out, that is way right.
3 holes in, and this is very much a struggle. Another one finds the rough.
So from off the fairway, his second now at 3. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. A birdie putt down to Iona.
Yeah, this is a sweeping putt from left to right. It's going to do that pretty much the entire way as it trundles to the hole.
Oh my goodness, woefully short on that putt. All right, that'll get the train going back in the other direction as he is in for par here at the third. Next up, the par 4 fourth, measuring 474 yards. Left center location off the tee is ideal. It's a great driving hole. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
151 yards left. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. This is a 9-footer. Nah, that was right all the way. So he will walk off with his 5, a drop shot here at the par 4 fourth. Arriving now at the 444-yard trees and tall pines, 2-tiered green awaits.
That's the beauty.
Breeze had his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Moving now to perhaps the easiest par 5 at East Lake, 532 yards 6. Reachable in 2. Par here feels like you're losing a stroke to the field, though. Okay, little 2-footer for birdie, not a problem. That was well played. So here at the par 4-7, 470 yards, you immediately know that you're playing a city golf course. We're in downtown Atlanta. You can see the views of East Lake and that Atlanta skyline. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. From the fairway nota, this is second.
148 yards left to the hole. Coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back to back.
Fourteen feet to the hole. Okay, that's in for a bogey, but that score is starting to lose touch now with level par as it moves to +4 for the round. Now to the 8th here at East Lake, it's 461 yards. The premium here is on accuracy. You want to keep it away from those 2 fairway bunkers on the right side of that fairway landing area. If you do, you'll have a good approach, good angle to access that hole location.
Another good drive down the right side of the fairway. If you look at the screen up ahead with that flag cut middle left, this is certainly one you can have a go at.
He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for his second. certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Yep, that's a good job right there. Don't overthink it. He didn't, and he'll come away with a par. Well, now we close out this front side with a 218-yard par 3 ninth, and depending on the conditions, you might see guys with a fairway wood, long iron. Either way, you need to catch this one right in the middle of the club face. He might have been trying to land that over the flag and spin it back, but that just carried much too far. Oh, missed the green at the par 3. No problem. That is in from off the putting surface for an unlikely 2. Start the backside with a 430-yard par 4 10. Birdies can be had if you can drive it down the left side of the fairway for a good shot at the green. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
121 yards is the number we're looking at. And the ball sitting very nicely in the rough.
Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot.
Golf is so much about nearlies. Just a little bit more effort on that one, it would have been close. Instead, just that awkward distance.
Well, that is nowhere near hard enough. That's 20 feet short. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Okay, that will be a 3-putt double bogey, and that was set up, let's face it, by that lackluster lag putt just a moment ago. 203-yard par 3 11. This one can jump up and bite you. If you miss-hit your shot, you're just a little bit offline. You can walk out of here with a bogey. Boy, this is just way too much club for a front hole location. That was completely overcooked.
So close to being good, didn't need much more to bounce forward, but finds the fringe, an outside chance for a par.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't hurt him.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you got to work.
Yep, good putt there to at least make bogey, but he will fall back to +6 for his round. Now to the par 4 12. It's a good hole. It's a short one, just 381 yards, maybe a fairway wood off the tee. It's all about positioning and giving yourself a chance to get at that hole location and get out of here with a birdie.